Welcome in to the Ill-Informed and podcast.
This is us.
This is the Irish
We
podcast.
are ourselves.
We are one.
We got Jake, Zane, and Bane.
Hive Mind
Hive
Pod.
Mind.
Hive
Damn,
Mind.
That would have been a good name for a podcast.
Yeah, but we don't agree a lot. We do argue a good amount.
Yeah.
Not like real arguments, but we have our little quarrels.
The stupidest arguments of all time. Like the real
Yeah.
arguments that we get mad at often are really stupid.
And if we were going to go with Hive Mind, we would have to agree with each other the whole time, right?
Yeah, true.
To stay on theme.
Well,
And we do a really good job of staying on theme of Ill-Informed. We don't know what the fuck we're talking about, anything
Never.
real, so.
Never, ever, ever. I feel like I like to think that I know what's going on.
I mean,
But
we
do
know
I
what's
really
going
know?
on, but we
No.
don't know what we're talking about with what's going on.
No.
We know what is going on, but we don't know anything about it.
Like with this Microsoft outage.
Micro-P.
Wow,
Micropenis
micro
outage.
penis outages.
I know what happened. I don't know how it happened or what the fuck it actually did.
I just
That's
knew
a
it.
lie. I do kind of know what
I knew it
happened.
grounded like what? Pretty much all the flights.
Well, yeah, because Microsoft, it was like they updated their software, and the software was buggy, and then it just kept on crashing everything. But, like, the cyber security stuff that they do, like, banks use it, like, airlines use it, pretty much the whole country uses it. So I'm pretty sure it was like 40% of the internet or some crazy shit.
I mean, I
It
wasn't
got
affected.
The biggest outage, isn't it?
In history.
Mm-hmm.
I
It
honestly,
didn't affect me at
dude,
all.
I'm being 100% worried. Honest, I was more worried if Xbox was going to work or not.
And did it?
Yeah, it did that night.
So what was out?
I don't know.
Yeah, the fact that a Microsoft company worked,
Oh, yeah.
their servers worked, so what the hell?
Yeah, I got worried that they weren't going to work because I wanted to play Xbox. And I popped on. Everything worked.
I was pleasantly surprised to not hear anybody spouting off saying it had something to do with China.
Yeah. This was one of those things that were just like, oh, we fucked up. Sorry, guys.
Yeah. Instead of people like, it was like they were testing an
It was-
EMP.
I think they might have tested a new, an EMP device on all of the Microsoft servers. Shut up.
There were probably someone out there that like went before they like came out and said, "Oh, my bad." They're like, it's the
I mean,
Chinese."
to be fair, there's still probably people who think that.
Yeah, it's like the Microsoft coming and saying, "Oh, my bad," is a psyop.
And it's not
Yeah.
like the people that do think that are that far off, considering the most recent pandemic supposedly came out of China. We don't know. I mean, like, we
No,
know.
it did come out of
Yeah,
China.
we
right,
know.
but there's people that would conspire against that and be like, no, it was the government just released.
Oh, well, yeah. They're like, oh, the government created COVID.
Right.
Yeah, those guys are weird.
Right.
If anything, the Chinese government created it. I don't know why you would be saying ours did.
I'm pretty sure there are people who have said that, though.
If you want to get
Like-
into that, I saw somewhere that it was that, what's it called? Not the virus. What do you use? What's it called for when you get a shot?
Vaccine.
Vaccine.
Yeah.
That vaccine was patented back in like 2003 or something.
Why?
I also saw, you never know with these dudes, these doctors on podcasts, but he was saying with how fast it's changed, like how many different variants and stuff. He's like, there's no way that this wasn't lab manufactured
Damn.
because of how quick it changes to adapt to like the vaccines and stuff.
That's scary.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
then again,
I
that's not for sure. Even if he's really smart, that's not for sure. He's just saying that there's never been a virus that adapts this quickly, and you could create in a lab a virus that adapts this quickly. Is what
Yeah.
he was saying.
yeah.
I mean, really looking back on it, 2020 was low-key kind of terrifying.
Yeah, no, it made me gain a ton of weight.
Yeah,
That was
same,
scary.
same, yeah. Because it was like, the Plague Inc. game on your phone?
Mm-hmm.
It was like playing that, but like your first time on hard difficulty. Where you knew just enough to where you got a fuck ton of people infected and people started dying, but you didn't finish the game out.
Right.
I think that's what COVID was like a hard level of Plague Inc.
I've never actually played it, so.
You haven't?
Mm-mm.
I mean, to be fair, it's pretty similar. Like, you pick a country where you want to start it, and you can, like, evolve it so it can, like, it's transmittable through water or touch or kiss. Or
It's like, what's it called?
sex.
What's the one? What's the board game version of it? But like throughout the whole world, and you're an army.
War?
Yeah, I think it's just war.
Is that
No,
what
it's
it's
not
called?
War. It's fucking like,
Not Risk.
it is
No,
Risk.
it is.
Is it
Yeah,
Risk?
It's
yeah, I
Risk.
think it is. Yeah.
That's it. You got it.
It's that,
You
but
got it.
it's that, but in plague terms.
Yeah.
pretty much.
Except for you're not fighting anybody.
And you can also name it, so like sometimes it'd pop up and say like fart infected all of the world, or like fart killed its first victim. So that was funny.
I kind of have something I just thought of that we should talk about. You guys remember like Slither.io and like
Oh
and
my-
like Agario?
Dude, those games popped off.
They carried in middle school, dude.
Okay, wait. Speaking of, do you guys remember the one? It was another IO, but it was like you were like a what are they called? Like some sort of a polygon, a shape with sides, and you would get like guns around you.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Oh,
I don't remember what it's
yeah.
called though.
I feel like it was like Agario. I feel like it started with an A.
Was it just Gun.io?
No, it wasn't Gun. No. I feel like it started with an A, but
Agartha.
I want to say Adagio, but those are the apartments in Draper.
I can't think.
But you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I do know you.
That one low key hit, but like for some reason a lot of people didn't play that one.
Yeah.
Bro, you know the little computer centers that were like we would have in school?
Mm.
Yeah, little like nooks that like right next to the cafeteria
Yeah.
Yeah.
at Draper Park.
Mm-hmm.
I would remember there was like 6-7 computers there, and every lunch they'd be taken, and every kid, all the nerds would just be playing like Agario during lunch or something.
I feel low-key kind of
Killing
bad.
it too.
Oh, killing it. I feel low-key kind of bad for doing this now, but those kids who were playing it in those little cubbies, I used to go over and unplug all of the computers like while they were in the middle of their game, and they would get pissed at me.
Oh, there were a few people that did that too.
Oh yeah.
So.
Or sometimes I'd go. This was really fucked, honestly. But I would go to the. You know how there was like the pizza section, or you could get in the pizza line, or you could get in the deli line,
Or
you
the
could
a la carte.
Yeah. So like I would go to the deli line and just ask for a fuck ton of pepperoni, and then I would like fling pepperoni on the screen while they were playing. And it stuck because it's greasy. So if you flick it right, it would just stick right under the screen.
Bro, in that same school, I remember being a menace as we were.
Mm-hmm.
Also another bully tendency.
Mm.
I remember taking this chick's bag, and and
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
and I went and took it and put it, and I'm not proud of this. I went and took it and put it in the
Urinal.
urinal in the male's
Whoa!
bathroom. So if she had to go get it, it would
Was
be in
that
the boys'
during
bathroom anyways.
Matheson's, or was it during lunch?
It was during lunch.
Okay.
That's
But that was the year that we had Matheson.
That's actually a wild one, bro.
Yeah.
That was when we had Matheson with it, right?
Yeah. And I don't remember if I got in trouble for it. I think I might have gotten called down to the office, but they were just like, "Why'd you do it?" And I was just like,
That was funny.
Because he was crushing.
I was being stupid, yeah. But
Were you at the time?
like a little, yeah.
Ooh.
It wasn't like a full.
It was
like,
one of those ones though where he was like, "Yo, I hate this bitch," but he was like
Oh.
low key crushing, but he wouldn't.
It was weird. It was like a weird, like, I hate you.
But I love you.
That Tyler the Creator song.
I fucking hate you.
But I love you.
But no, yeah, I bullied the shit out of her. I will say. Jake did a couple times too. We both got in on it.
I remember I was always a part of it, but I don't remember anything specifically that I did.
I feel like you were the one being like,
Did I do the Brian shit ever? Because that's the only one I could think of.
"That's true. You might have started that." Yeah.
Which
I wasn't
we
a part
we
of
always
this.
said it's I think it's her middle name. It's Bryn, but we thought it was Brian because of how it was spelled. And we would go on her like really old ass posts and we would just comment her middle name because that was her Instagram handle.
That's kind of fire,
For
though.
no reason, and there was nothing else, and we never would say anything about it, and she never said anything about it.
No.
There are some of those weird things that happen in middle school that, like, just never get brought up, and you have conversations with them in high school.
I never talked to her. I don't think I even talked to her in high school.
You did. No, we talked to her.
Did we have any classes with her?
Yeah, we had Matheson, like I was saying.
That's
in middle school.
Oh, in high school?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking Hansons.
Oh,
All
business.
three of us.
Yeah, business.
Her and Brielle.
Oh yeah, yeah. Completely.
That class was so fun.
That was fun.
Dude. That class was so fun.
To be honest, I forgot she was even in that class. But it's
Yeah.
not like we resented.
There
She
was
resented
no,
me
there
or
was no
anything.
beef. Like, we were chill.
I will say she probably could have though if she I would have given it to her. I'd been like, yeah, I did kind of.
Yeah, honestly, like, when you told me that, I was like, yeah, I would have given it to her if she beat you up.
That's a dick move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially in a urinal, bro.
And I probably was
Pissed.
just fucking. I was probably just being a dick, honestly.
I mean,
Dick tendencies.
What, you're like 11, 12?
Probably like 13. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're pretty young. Like,
14. About to get into high school. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. No, but that business class, dude, we were the people to be sitting next to. That was a huge ego boost.
That honestly
Literally,
was.
like there was. You remember, like her and Brielle like went and sat right behind us, and then there was like a whole bunch of dudes that kept like trying to steal each other's seats
They'd
because it was open
migrate.
seating.
They'd migrate.
Jensen.
Jensen.
I remember him. Because I remember at the beginning, like everyone was kind of in their own spots, but we were in that little corner, at the front.
Yeah, the
right
front corner.
We always sat at
Yeah.
front.
And I
then,
remember some of them would get there earlier and they would take
Yeah.
the seat of like Jensen, and there was that other dude that always had like the, what's his name? He was super funny. He was a grade below us. He was friends with Jensen.
I know who you're talking about.
He was taller too.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
I feel like his name was something like, no offense if you're listening, it was something generic like, no offense to you, like Zach.
Okay.
Or something like that. I don't know. Like I want to say Matt or something.
I don't remember him at all.
I have him on Instagram still, I think. But you know what I'm talking about.
I
He always
think
had
so.
like just up in the front.
That one Ethan kid that we had every single class with, and he was in our grade, but I never knew his last name. His name was Ethan. Oh my god. And he was, dude.
What type of person was he?
always kept
type of
always
person
kept
was
to
he?
himself. Was a good. I feel like he
Is he the
tried.
dude that
Was he
like
short?
made his own sushi? Are you talking
No,
about-
not
Did he have
not.
glasses?
No, not him. I know
Was
who
he
you're
sh-
talking about.
Was he short?
No,
Stoner.
Ethan. Where's my phone? You guys keep talking.
It's not Wilkes.
No,
Okay.
no. Keep
I,
talking. Keep talking. Keep talking.
Well, I mean, what are we supposed to talk about?
I don't know.
You hijacked it.
You gotta figure.
Is it Ethan's?
Figure.
Oh, is it Stadig? Did he go to Svedin's parties?
Okay, no, it's not him. I that was the first one that popped up. Though.
Stadig didn't really even keep to himself. I mean, a little bit, but
Let me just look at my accounts that I like. Ethan Kim. Do you remember this kid?
Yes, I do remember Ethan Kim. He was
he
nice.
was
I
cool.
love Ethan Kim.
he was so cool.
But for some reason, why did we have? We were like, kid you not. I feel like I had every class with that kid.
Yeah, I do feel
I
like
had
I
a
had a
lot with
rogue
him.
amount of classes with him.
I known him since Ocala, dude.
Really?
He went to Ocala.
Well, shouts out
Dang.
him, bro.
Love you, big dog.
That was a deep find. Okay,
That was a deep
like
find.
5 years ago.
Ethan Kim was one of the chillest dudes. I think now he's like one of those nature people. You know, like in Utah, people they graduate and either they're like full Mormon or they're nature people,
Yeah.
or they just party.
yeah,
One of those three, and he was one of the nature people. I'm pretty sure.
that's fire. Out of those three, I'd pick nature person.
Mm-hmm. But I can't.
Nature
Yeah.
and party.
Nature party.
Nature
Or party in nature. Yeah.
bonfire, fucking rager,
Fucking-
chill woods. No, if I could do nature like these dudes do, I feel like I'd be a lot happier. But I just can't fuck with it. I hate
Yeah.
dirt.
Like, I see a lot of like hope core videos that are just talking about going outside and appreciating nature, but I just
Don't get me wrong.
I love
I'll
being
go
outside. Yeah, I love being
and, like,
outside, but-
occasionally, but I can't do that. all
fuck
the
a
time.
hike, low key.
Yeah, dude. Fuck
Sorry.
a hike. Let me drive up to a view and get out of the car. Then
Yeah.
let me not walk up to it.
Yeah, I'm not like I
Mountain
said.
biking was low key cool when I did that with my dad.
Miking about
Mountain biking was okay,
Miking Boughton.
Miking
Miking Boughton.
but it was still a workout, so I fucking hated it. Obviously.
Well, yeah. Everything you do that works out sucks, low key.
Uh,
Dude, I will say getting back into the gym is borderline impossible.
Out of all the workouts, though, hiking's probably the one where you're like, okay, this is the most bearable, right?
No, I think that's the opposite.
it's the opposite because I don't get that. I don't get that. Like when I am at the gym and I do a good workout, I feel awesome after. I don't get it with hiking, and I also never really fully feel like I'm working out when I'm.
Well, yeah,
hiking.
it's just walking. Like, and walking, don't get me wrong, is a very, like, it works out your whole body.
It's not just
but,
walking. It's going on an incline most of the time.
Yeah, but it's just walking at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Like, your legs are probably going to be sore after a long hike.
It's like the
but,
stair stepper, kind of.
See, but like
I think the stair step is harder than most of the hikes I've done. But to be fair, I haven't
What hikes
done
are you?
very-
Yeah, what hikes are you going on?
I've
you're
done
talking to people
Donut
that don't hike,
Falls.
so
Yeah.
the hikes we do, it doesn't feel like a workout.
Yeah, I did Donut Falls once. and
That's a fun
then-
one. I've been on that
I
one.
like Donut.
Potato Hill.
I did Potato Hill.
Remember the one
I'll
we
give
went
him
on? I feel like I remember me and Jake going on it. I don't remember if you came on it. The one right behind the Draper Temple. What was it called? Ghost Falls or something like that?
Yeah, I used to mountain bike that.
I don't think
Yeah.
I went.
I don't know if I've ever hiked it though.
Still not even that
I did
hard of a
Ghost
hike.
Falls.
Yeah.
But they're
Jacob's Ladder, I mountain biked.
not. Timpanogos, I did hike Timpanogos.
It's just
You guys ever
boring.
hiked Timpanogos?
I think I have hiked
Mm.
Timpanogos. The
that,
cave.
that one's pretty hard. Not
Yeah.
like hard, but like
I do also remember.
it'll get you going.
Remember when you're going? Oh my God! You remember when you're going up to the cave and it's a lot of like you walk this way and then you walk
Yep.
back, but you're still going up.
Yep.
So you're just like back and forth, going up.
Yeah.
Like San Francisco.
Yeah. I remember one time I wasn't paying attention. I had to piss, and my dad was like, "Yo, just piss off the edge." So I started pissing off the edge, and there were people that were walking like right where my piss was going.
It's hard.
Yeah, where was I supposed to go?
Yeah.
I was a kid. I'm just pissing off the side of the edge.
There's some fucking, like, when you know where the turn, like you said, the turns are, like when you turn, there's that ledge and it just fucking.
It's pretty tight.
Just goes
pretty tight.
Just goes down for a minute.
But that's the thing. There's not enough stakes with hiking. I'm bored as fuck when I walk.
That's true.
Like I've been just doing like walking around recently, and it sucks. like what am I supposed to? Like,
I've just been walking around recently, and it sucks. Give me my motorized chair back.
For real, dude. Low key.
I mean, it's nice. Like, okay, Timpanogos, you hike it, you get to the top, you see a decent cave. The part I like about it is where it's like it's cold as fuck in the cave.
Right.
It's freezing.
So you kind
in
of get
the
that
cave.
like.
I'll do you
Dude,
one better. I'll do you one better. You mountain bike to the top, and then you don't have to do shit on the way down. You're just going down, having a little fun. You know, you don't have to even pedal.
You don't have to take it out on your joints and shit.
That's what I was gonna say. Is like that's why I like mountain biking so much. You go up, and then you just kind of ride down, and it's actually fun. And then you usually crash.
Get
at
some like
point.
breeze. Get some breeze on the way down too.
Yeah, I crashed so much. What was it? I think it was Jacob's Ladder, because they would have the what are they called, the berms for turning. You go up on them because like if you try to just turn it, you'll fucking skid out.
Yeah.
But I would every time I tried to go up on the berms, so I didn't have to slow down. I would just crash anyways.
Did you not have like enough speed to go around it or something?
No,
or?
I just didn't. I was just stupid until we started going to the pump track. I could do them after we went to the pump track, but
I remember that. Yeah.
pump track is goated, dude.
Is it still there?
Yeah, they
Shout
added to it too.
Shout out to that pump track in here or Draper.
Did you guys ever like eat shit when you guys were at a skate park or anything?
The pump track. Yeah.
The pump track.
Bro,
You were there.
Dude.
You remember? I went on the Black Diamond part of it, and I got gravel all up in here, and there's a scar right there.
Oh.
You were there, right?
I think
And Alec
so.
Fulmer was there too.
Oh,
And I
Fuller.
was on my
Fucking love
BMX
that
bike
kid.
with the water bottle, so it sounded like a dirt bike.
Yeah.
And I tried to do a tabletop. That's what it was. I tried to like turn my bike to the side, and I just fucking
Ate
fell
shit.
off.
Lost it. Ugh.
Hey, that could have been probably way worse though.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I'm pissed I don't have a scar right here from that. There was fucking, I had to pick rocks out of it.
Yeah, dude. I had some scars that recently gone away, and I'm low-key kind of pissed because they were low-key kind of tough.
You know what you ought to do when it's healing? Go get it sunburned, and then you'll scar for life, dude.
I heard that if you put
See that
hydrogen peroxide in them.
That little white one right there, that's been there forever because I got it sunburned when I was a kid.
Oh.
So if you sunburn your scars, they'll last, dude.
This one lasted me from the same thing, but
Yeah.
the one that was my fucking whole arm with rocks in it didn't get a scar.
Do you remember when you had that scar from getting burned at B-dubs? But it was
Yeah.
low-key kind of sick because it was the whole grate down your arm.
Yeah, there was literally just, you could play tic-tac-toe.
It was kind of fire. I can't lie.
I wish it stayed, dude. Some of my grease burns were cool if they scarred.
Yeah. I will say that some, like, random, like, blots and then they kind of explode on your arm. They make cool patterns of scars. And it's kind of emo, but, like, it's kind of
God, I love pain. It
I
makes
love
me feel
pain.
alive. I endure pain, so I know I'm alive.
That's whack. People who do that.
What about this fucking Olympic Games starting over here? You guys
I was
seen
gonna-
Team USA ball
Yeah.
out
I
against
was-
fucking.
Dude, well, I thought they were
Simone
good.
Biles, I mean, let's go, I guess.
Simone?
Let's fucking go.
I thought the U.S. basketball would be way better.
they're
Wait, did it start?
they're
officially?
still.
On Friday it starts.
Yeah, because
Olympics.
I saw that they were doing the competition for, like, this country.
Yeah.
I saw the Simone Biles, like, doing gymnastics.
Yeah, I think it's like I don't know if it's like exhibition matches or what, but the USA team is not doing great. I'm low-key disappointed with their performance.
You're talking in,
Basketball.
but
How
they're.
could they still be undefeated?
Well, they're still undefeated,
So
but
why
it's
are you
like
disappointed
well,
with
it's like
their?
South Sudan. Like name one player from South Sudan.
What was they have a couple players from?
Name them.
God, if you really want me to sit here and do this,
Or
South
okay, let
Sudan.
me. You don't have to name them. Are any of them comparable to anyone on the U.S. team?
there was one. I don't know why I can't remember his name, but he plays. It's not Schroeder because Schroeder plays for Germany.
Yeah.
But there was another one like Dennis Schroeder that on
Dennis
what was
Rodman.
it called? South
Sudan.
South Sudan. That's gonna bug me now.
Dennis Rodman.
just
It could be Dennis Rodman,
just look it up real quick.
Dennis Rodman.
but not like 1 point. They won They beat South.
A win's a win, baby. Especially in the Olympics.
Mm,
Especially in the Olympics, a win's a win, dude.
it's much more like, it's not like the fucking NBA. You like beat a team and they're like, well, it's fucking, you got injured.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen with the Olympics.
It looks like the only person is this guy.
Calvin Ridley is what it looks like from where I'm sitting.
I don't know any of these people, but you know who I do know? LeBron James, Steph Curry, the whole entire roster, Joel Embiid, Bam Adebayo,
Bam
Bam
out the
Adebayo, Jason Tatum, Derek White.
Jason Tatum's on the U.S. team?
Mhm.
That's surprising.
Give
Derek
that,
White
give
is
that
too.
guy a look real quick.
Jalen Brown
Jalen
isn't,
Brown,
though.
he's not?
No.
Just some
Who is
random
this?
dude on the South
Oh,
Sudan.
okay.
Why did Jalen Brown not want to or something?
No, I don't know, because Kawhi Leonard used to be on it. But
On
then
what?
The U.S. team. Kawhi Leonard was on it, but then
I don't think Jalen Brown got.
he's not. Yeah.
He didn't get invited this year. Yeah.
Then he was like, "Oh, I can't do it anymore," and then they just picked Derek White. I don't know if he didn't want to or anything, but I know that it's Derek White, not
Shit,
Jalen
bro.
Brown.
You fucking get Jalen Brown on there before Tatum and Derek White.
I'm trying to think of who else. Anthony Edwards is on it. Tyrese Halliburton's on it.
Mhm. Anthony Edwards, like you said. Fucking Curry.
Let me try to start with their starting five: Anthony Davis, LeBron James, Steph Curry, Joel Embiid,
Bam out the bayou.
Bam at the Bayou, Anthony Edwards, Jason Tatum, Derek White. Did I say Anthony Edwards?
Yeah, you did. I think that's.
Tyrese Halliburton.
Yeah. I think that's pretty much it. Oh, Drew Holiday.
Oh yeah, Drew Holiday's in it. I think that might be it though. I can't think of anyone else.
Yeah.
Oh,
Doncic is playing for fucking
he got eliminated.
who?
Greece.
Slovakia.
Yeah, Slovenia.
Slovakia.
Slovakia.
It's Slovenia, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, Greece beat them like horrifically.
Well, he doesn't have that many teammates, but yeah.
He just kind of hangs out. Same thing with Jokic, bro.
I mean, I am excited to
Fuck
see.
Jokic.
He's weird looking, dude. Have you seen him with his like weird beard?
Yeah.
He looks. The beard is not for him.
Nothing's for him. He's just got a weird face. No offense.
He does a little bit.
Unconventional, I'll say.
Yeah, unconventional is a good word. I think he's weird, and I want to bet on him though.
I think he's weird.
I
The
think
weird looking.
he's weird.
The weird looking sports bets always hit.
You always go for the under. I don't know, especially in women's sports. I'm sorry.
Oh, wow, fucking catching strays.
That was a joke completely, but is this one that we should even go into? State of the country?
State of the country. Is that what you wrote down?
Because Jake said it, yeah.
I didn't say state of the country.
You did say
No, I
it.
didn't.
You were talking. We could talk about the state of the country.
I
That's what you
literally
said.
never said that. I said we could talk about the fact that Biden is stepping down and Kamala Harris is going to be the Democratic candidate.
Maybe also talk
I mean,
about
if you
state of the
say
country.
if I don't understand why, I would have
You
been
were
like,
the one
"Oh,
that
Jake said state of the country," and then I write
You
it
were the
down.
one
If you
that
didn't
said
say state of the country,
I did not say that.
why are we arguing over it in the first place over state of the country?
I didn't say it.
Okay.
It's the state of the country.
You said it.
Okay. Well, state
Well,
of the
do
country.
we want to talk about it?
We could if you want.
I don't know if I want to. I don't know. Like,
I mean, it's just kind of a hot topic that I don't.
Then
really
why did
wanna-
you bring it up and say
I-
we could talk about it?
you always press me for a topic, and that's the only thing I could think of.
And then you go on and say you don't want to talk about it?
I said I don't know if I want to talk about it.
Okay.
I mean, we could talk about it. We could touch over it. I mean, it's a big thing that happened. Biden dropped out of the presidential race.
It's like kind of big, but was how many people were going to... You know a lot of people that are going to be like, oh, I'm going to vote for Biden again.
Well, I mean, that was their Democratic representative. So I would assume most Democrats would be voting for Joe Biden.
Do you feel like that too?
Oh, well, I mean, it's just mainly like it's that or a felon,
Yeah.
unofficially a felon because he got pardoned.
I mean, there are other candidates that I'm not aware of.
What?
Like, there's other people running.
Oh,
but-
like
Oh, yeah,
Kennedy.
yeah.
Kennedy, like, what is it?
Robert Kennedy.
Yeah, Robert Kennedy. I wish his voice was normal, though. I would have. But he's got a weird voice because of throat cancer, which is mean of me to say.
He doesn't
but
have throat cancer.
He used to, I think.
No, he has a brain worm.
What?
It's a really rare disease.
Whoa,
that makes
whoa,
his
whoa,
voice-
whoa,
The
whoa.
Robert Kennedy dude?
Yeah,
He's got a brain worm?
I'm pretty sure that's what it is. I don't know if it's a brain worm, but he talked about it, and it's a rare neurological condition that fucks with his voice, and in a lot of cases, it can just make him not be
Okay,
able to
never
talk.
mind. That's so fucking sick. I like his voice now.
That makes it different for sure.
100% that makes it different.
Let me just double check. I'll just
It's not
to
like he
make
just
sure.
had like too much fucking
cigarettes.
Phlegm, yeah.
phlegm. What's it called? The shit that you
Mucus?
no
Phlegm?
acid reflux. You
Oh,
know, if you have like too
yeah.
much acid
Oh.
reflux, you can get cancer.
That's like the
Yeah.
number one cause of throat
Yeah.
cancer.
Yeah.
But
Okay. He has been public about being diagnosed with spasmodic dysphonia as the only organization dedicated to finding answers for rare voice conditions. We hope these questions will help. Okay.
Is it a worm, though?
Let's see if spasmodic dysphonia is a worm. I know it's in the brain and it causes shit, but
Like, okay, I don't get this. How is it a worm? Did it, like, crawl up in him and then cause the disease? Or did his brain, like, spawn the worm out of it?
okay, so spasmodic dysphonia is a voice disorder. It causes involuntary spasms in the muscles of the voice box or larynx. This causes the voice to break and have tight, strained, or strangled sound. Okay, well, how does it happen? What is the cause of spasmodic dysphonia?
A worm.
so we're getting informed.
We're getting informed right now. This is the informed part of the ill-informed podcast.
Okay, the exact cause is unknown. So all the people that are saying brainworm, if you have seen that, I mean, could or could not be true, but people
Damn
are saying
it.
it definitively.
That would have been so cool.
Most cases result from a trigger in the brain and nervous system that can affect the voice. Sometimes it is caused by psychological stress.
I will say.
Which stress fucking causes everything now.
Yeah.
it really
Not
does.
now, but it always has. But
Or progresses everything.
There was a video of him that he posted on TikTok where he was just hanging out with these two ravens. And it was low-key kind of a sick-ass video. 'Cause he's like, it's just me, Robert Kennedy. I'm hanging out with my two fucking ravens that I've been feeding.
He was talking, and he went in depth about it. He's like, you can't technically own them, but you can train them to like break into a bank and steal for you.
Yeah, like he loves those ravens, and it was so sick.
Because he just feeds them, so now they're like
He'll
chill.
get. I'll give him my vote. I genuinely. I don't know, dude. I just don't know enough about anything.
I don't know either.
It's hard to say because
And that's like, sorry to cut you off. That's like the sucky thing. It's like we're the young adults that should be wanting to be like, yeah, I want to vote,
Yeah.
but I don't.
Well, because realistically, our votes do not fucking matter.
I mean, like they do, but they don't.
Well, like I mean, we're in a
Like-
red state. We voted red the past what?
Fucking how long?
I mean,
Ergo-
did we vote for Mitt Romney? I don't think we voted for Obama, right? In 2008
no,
or
we
Mitt
did
Romney?
not vote for Obama.
I thought we did for some
Didn't
reason.
Romney come out of Utah?
Yeah, he's our senator.
Yeah.
Or representative. I mean,
Yeah, for
or
some
maybe
reason
he's the Senate. I don't know what it is
I don't.
anymore.
I don't
but
know. You couldn't
I could have
ask me.
sworn, but okay. So even then,
I think he's our representative.
so we've Utah's been red ever since I can remember, at least. So it's like even if you vote blue, it's like
It's
maybe this
straight
year.
up red. Think about it. All of the people that run for mayor, Senate, everything, it's always Republicans.
Yeah.
You never notice that. And it's like there's some of them that like aren't really Republican, but they register as Republican.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's like a whole thing about that my aunt was telling me about. I don't even know what she was talking about. But she's like, well, Utah voting's weird. Like, you have to register as Republican for your vote to count. And I'm like, I don't know if that's true, but
I don't think that's true.
She's like trying to trick you.
I mean,
you have to.
You have to vote Republican.
You have to be Republican.
well, here's the thing is
if you want your vote to count.
I mean, I also was partially like, I was getting lost. She might have had like some good reasoning, so I don't want to put her on blast because it could be true. Because she's registered as a Republican. And she's probably the most left-leaning person in my family.
Okay.
Like, she doesn't fuck with Republicans, period, point blank. Like, most of my family's pretty neutral. There's one side that's like super conservative, blah, blah, blah. But she's the most left-leaning person in my family. And she's registered as a Republican in Utah to vote. I mean, because if you register as Republican, you don't have to vote Republican. You're registered as like a Republican voter.
Yeah. Like, yeah.
Wait, left is Republican?
No, right Republican.
Right. That's what I meant.
Right.
So,
Left.
Right is Republican, left is Democrat.
so you were saying she's far left, but she's on the Republican side.
She's she's registered to vote as a Republican, like she was telling me that you have
So
to
her
do
vote
that.
matters.
Yeah,
but she
but she votes left.
left. That's what the fuck.
left leaning.
What the shit? Maybe that is a thing. I don't.
I don't know. Both my parents are registered as Republicans, and they haven't always voted that way either. So I don't.
Yeah. Oh, you guys want to play something fun?
Let's play it.
Okay, I want to make bets on after the election happens and whoever wins gets sworn in. Do we think someone's gonna get stormed? Like some people are gonna storm the Capitol, or do you think riots are gonna happen, or do you think it's gonna be both?
If Kamala Harris is the one, I don't imagine anything will happen that severe. There'll probably be protests, Trumpers protesting.
You think?
And I don't know if they'd go so far as to storm the Capitol again.
I feel like there'd be riots before
I mean,
any of that shit. Because, like,
I
in
don't
all
think
fairness,
so.
like, I personally would rather go riot than storm the Capitol.
I would definitely do that too. But
I'm saying,
I mean,
I would.
I would.
Protest. I don't think that any of that is going to happen. I think it'd just be protest, unless Trump gets elected.
You think
because there's a lot more hard feelings when it comes to that.
Well, I think if Kamala
Yeah.
gets, I think it's gonna be opposite. I think if Kamala gets elected, I think they're gonna storm the Capitol.
Well, why? I mean, no,
No,
one's
it's the
really
same- it's the same shit
hard-pressed
that-
about Kamala.
It'll be the
Oh,
men.
You telling me the
if
Republicans
anything.
don't like they like Kamala Harris?
I'm not saying they like her, but I'm saying they don't dislike her near as much as people dislike Trump.
Well, like I'm just saying, like remember when the last time that they stormed the Capitol was when Biden like had officially won or whatever, the election.
No, I thought it was for the fucking. Oh yeah, it was.
Yeah. So
but that was because there was like cheating.
Well, there's gonna be fucking cheating again. There's been cheating since fucking 1919.
Well, I guess if that happens, then yeah, but I
Yeah.
don't know if that's gonna happen again.
I think my bet is that if Kamala Harris gets elected, they're gonna storm the Capitol again. But if Trump gets elected, I think that there's a riot someplace that's gonna happen. I don't
The
know
LA
where.
riots.
Maybe two of them.
Let's start a riot.
How about instead of
You don't
like,
know that song?
how about instead of like I don't know, like being pissed about specific candidates, be pissed about all of them because they suck,
All of them suck.
Or just don't be pissed at all because
or just not care. Because
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
What point is there to care at this point? You're just fucking screwed.
Yeah, we are boned.
I will say, I feel from what I've seen, and this is my ill-informed take on it, I feel like the Republicans try to care more for the people, and then the Democrats try to care more for themselves and for the government.
I'll say
Do you
this.
do you feel like that?
I'll say this. Neither of them give a fuck about the people.
Yeah,
That's true.
I think
That's true.
I think
maybe
if
I say that
they're-
because Trump was more of the people's president,
Yeah,
right?
I think a
I
lot
get
of
what you're saying because the Republicans, I think they preach it more,
I was just about to say that.
and then the liberals, Democrats, they preach more like
We're
civil rights specific,
Yeah.
not like give the people their money.
Yeah.
Like was what the Republicans always.
That's
do.
the thing about Republicans is Republicans are like, oh, we're fighting for the working class Americans. Like the working class of Americans has been fucked in the ass for 20 years.
And then Democrats also love to fucking is it or am I wrong? Is the Democrats more for like more for social security, but like they're on? I feel like Democrats want to support the elderly people more, right? Or is that just an all
I don't
around?
know,
Is that just
but-
an all around? We want to do that.
I think that's an all around we want to do it. But I will say this: by the time we,
Because not like I
are
care
Yeah.
what we're supporting.
Are you, okay?
Yeah.
Are you
in that sense?
Are you trying to? If you're trying to say that like the Democrats are more for socializing like healthcare, then yeah.
yeah.
But
okay?
old people specifically.
If you're talking
I
about
don't
like
know.
Social
No.
Security, like
No.
those checks you get.
No, I meant to
then-
say like the old people in general. Like,
yeah.
yeah.
I think that's just kind of a whatever. Both of them kind of do it. But when we retire, we're not gonna get Social Security.
Yeah, straight up.
Like we are just not going to get it. They're gonna run out because they're running this fucking country to the ground because they're.
It's a
They're-
promise.
I mean-
it's a promise.
Oh,
not-
100%. Like
that we're not
either
getting
way, like the only people that get voted in are just gonna do whatever big companies want because those are the people who get funded. So, fucking the big social media.
They get
can
their
just do
running
whatever they
money
want.
from companies.
Exactly.
So,
So like all they're gonna do after they get elected is help the people who gave them the funds to run.
or they're
Not,
gonna,
they're never gonna help the working class person, the place where they get 99% of their tax dollars.
I mean,
That's my 2 cents. I don't think either of them. I don't think either way you go. I think if you go Democratic or Republican or third party, at this point in America's like late stage capitalism, you are not going to get a president that's actually going to help the working class.
Not even late stage, middle stage.
No,
We're right in the middle of it.
I think we're late stage capitalism.
I don't know what the fuck is what with the stage of capitalism, but I'll say this.
I don't see it ending. Do you see it ending soon?
No, I'm talking about late stage capitalism as in like.
Oh, I thought you meant like late stage, meaning like it's gonna like
No,
we'll
no,
transition
no, no.
into something sooner
Like,
than later.
I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure late stage capitalism
It's
is
like a term.
Yeah, it's like the capitalism has gotten
Oh.
so far to the point where capitalism
It's too far to go back.
Exactly. It's like hurting
Okay.
a majority of the population.
All right.
At least I think so. Or it's something along those lines. But either way, the government doesn't want you. The government doesn't care about you. Sorry. I love you guys.
You know, a lot of the
The
problems
government doesn't.
boil down to if they actually made it illegal to lobby politicians.
Oh,
Companies.
yeah.
I think, I don't know. I mean, like, there would still be a lot of problems with, like, the middle class still, but
Yeah.
there would be less issues if they weren't getting lobbied by companies to get tax breaks, whatever the fuck they want, you know? Because that's where most of the problems in that wealth disparity come from, lobbying. Because they have that money to hang over their head. They say, hey, listen, if you don't do what I say, you're not going to get money from me once you're not a president anymore. You don't have a job. We're not going to pay you shit.
Well, it's also,
Or we're not going to pay for your running
Yeah.
the next year, whatever it is.
I could be wrong, but doesn't the president like weirdly doesn't get paid a lot?
Yeah, they don't get paid a lot, but they do when lobbying's involved.
Oh, yeah.
They get a shit ton of fucking
Oh, yeah.
money.
They don't get paid a lot, but also it's like
You don't have to
you
pay
kind
for
of
fucking anything.
you don't have to pay for anything, and you're kind of sacrificing your life for 4 years.
Well, yeah.
It's like
guess
I
that's-
would personally would never be the president.
No, hell
Okay.
no.
I would never do that, dude.
Well, first off, I don't think I have the mental capacity to run the country. There's no shot.
Well,
There's just no shot.
have you seen like just pictures of any president like before term, and then after term they're just fucking like it's like they've aged 20 years.
Well, dude, yeah, it's
No doubt
it's
it's stressful.
Yeah. There's no way I could do it. But I'm just saying that people who are doing it now suck. So
That's true.
you know.
People that are doing it now, that is our representative for that. Biden
Oh yeah.
it's utterly disgraceful. I'd say.
Well, dude, when you
because how we can't even listen to the dude.
Oh no. When people are like, oh, like I hate when fucking people say this. What do they say? They're like, oh, we're actually not a democracy. We're what do they say? Like, we're a republic or what is it?
It's not a republic. It's like a long ass name.
Yeah, it's something. And they're like, we're actually not a democracy.
We're like
I'm
a
dude, shut the
constitutional republic democracy or
yeah,
something.
it's
like
something
that.
stupid like that. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Like, stop talking. We just need to vote by popularity. I don't know why we don't do that. I genuinely think it's so stupid. I think the Electoral College is the stupidest thing of all time.
I mean,
Like-
it's all set up like fucky at this point. Like
Like, it just doesn't make sense.
gerrymandering and all that shit that
Yeah.
they put in, and it's just now it's like not even voting. It's like might as well be in China.
Exactly. Like,
They vote, but Xi Jinping will stay as long as he fucking wants
oh yeah. Like,
as the quote unquote
and-
president.
and people will be saying that
That's
like
just a
this type of
dictatorship,
stuff.
right?
yeah,
Yeah. Well,
but he's
people-
a president, and they
Yeah.
vote for him.
Right.
Like, people have been saying this over the past few years, especially I think ever since 2016. People have been saying it, where people will claim that the polls are so fucky and they're cheating the system and they're blah, blah, blah. It's like, dude, this has been happening. Literally since like Abraham Lincoln was the fucking president, people were trying to cheat and run the country.
Once they started gerrymandering regions, that is cheating.
Like,
so.
I don't understand.
They're like, well, if we like make the region like this really weird squiggle shape, then this will be a Republican dominated. We'll be able to get the Republicans to overtake that large population of like Democrats or whatever, however they do it. You know, I don't know a lot about gerrymandering. I know that they make these fucking wacky ass regions to like make that region for the electoral college or whatever.
Where it's like, oh, this has a bigger population and they voted Republican than these guys, but it's like bigger, but there's less people.
Okay, well, like, so here's a good example, right? If they were to gerrymander to make sure that Salt Lake City, being a Democratic dominated by Democrats as far as voters are concerned, they would just make the region. They would take that and then they would just go all down the fucking rural part of Utah to make it a Republican
Yeah.
region, just so they had enough Republicans in the region with Salt Lake City
To outweigh
it.
Yeah.
Because everybody knows cities vote Democrat for the most part. They do switch up occasionally.
Mm-hmm.
and then rural areas vote Republican, generally speaking. That's how the statistics point.
We're statistic podcast over here. I mean, honestly, I'm just gonna have fun. You know, the country's pretty much fucked.
You know.
That's what we're doing this for. If we can make money, then it doesn't matter.
I mean, we're having fun. We're sitting together. Got my boys by my side. We're talking about how epic the country is. We're talking about micro penis shortages.
It's true. I mean, we're week 43.
43 weeks of hanging out and talking with my buddies.
Less than 10 away from a full year. What are you going to do about it?
Wait, it was how many weeks in a year? 54?
2.
52?
2.
It's 2 weeks off. Fuck.
All you got to do is you got to make sure that you get your money to the point where you're in that, like, club in between the middle class and the 1%, because you're not getting to the 1%.
No,
I'll tell you
fuck
that
no.
much. But
0%.
if you're just above the middle class, you're fine. You don't really got to worry about shit.
I would say even if you're on the upper echelon of middle class, you're
Yeah.
fine.
People usually...
I mean, I don't know about you guys. I'll get to the 1%.
Oh, okay.
You will not get $1 billion.
If you get hey, I believe in you, big dog.
What are you gonna do? You have to make a company.
You gotta steal labor hours. Labor hours.
Yeah.
I know. Maybe
Well,
I'll do that.
Well, you guys,
What's your
all you gotta
company?
do is like make a company, pay your workers like shit, so that you have profits, and then make a shittier product after you get them hooked on your product.
It's called
so that
Subway
they're just still
franchising.
Oh my God, that's how you're
This
gonna,
guy's-
you're gonna become a billionaire off of Subway.
first billionaire
Franchising.
franchisee of Subway.
You got to franchise BlackRock to be a billionaire
That's true.
because they're like $1 trillion $10 trillion in assets.
How would
Fuck.
you even franchise what do they even do?
BlackRock? They're just an investment
Yeah.
company.
So franchise that.
You don't think
I'm just saying,
I
like-
don't
Well,
think
yeah,
you
but like,
can.
let's think about it for a second.
Okay,
How would you
okay.
franchise an investment company?
I bet
You
you
would
just
go to a
build
different country and invest there, but it's still like connected to BlackRock.
Yeah.
So we're going global.
Yeah, see, because
Yeah.
if you franchise like
Jersey
like a
Mike's,
Subway, you
yeah.
just do like a certain city that doesn't have one. BlackRock's, United States, so you would have to go out of the country to franchise it.
Are they just United States?
I'm sure they're not.
I'm
but
sure they're already franchising out.
I'm sure they got a few
They're global
franchises.
franchising. Yeah.
No, I'm sure that they're not, but I'm pretty sure their headquarters is in.
You know how? Okay, real quick.
somewhere in America, East Coast.
Today I saw a
remember
video that was
where.
crazy. Is how much they have in assets. They could buy Mexico like 3 times over.
Whoa.
I think it was something like that. I mean, I know that for sure they could buy it once. BlackRock, the company, could just buy Mexico.
Why don't they just buy me a dinner night first?
Why don't you
Sorry.
just buy me a penthouse in Miami?
Dude,
You know?
you know what's so crazy? Sometimes I wake up, especially on paydays. Sometimes I'll wake up and I'll check my account and just cross my fingers and hope that like one billionaire would just like, fuck it, send this random account number $1 billion.
Yeah, but
And I'll wake up and I'm like, whoa.
You can't be a tax write-off, so they're not going to give you money.
Oh, that's fair.
You know.
Well, then they could be like, I
Technically-
donated to this poor ass.
Technically, they could gift you $20,000.
Here's how you get the 1%. We make a fake-ass nonprofit that billionaires just use for a tax write-off. Boom.
like NFTs.
Fake ass nonprofits
It's
that
not a
billionaires
nonprofit, but
use
yeah.
as a tax write-offs. So we're basically
Well, it's like
just
it's the same premise. They're just for tax write-offs.
We got to name it something like...
Actually, they're not. They're on the blockchain. Sorry.
So we could, like, name it something, and we could say that it's about something, but it, like... We can make it ambiguous enough to the point where we're not doing any research or anything.
so it's a pyramid scheme.
Essentially.
Yeah.
But but we name it and we have like a good mission that's ambiguous, but it makes them look really good. So they're giving us money for a tax write-off, and then we just pocket it.
I like
It's
this
like
idea.
it's like how Meta uses form of payments for a blue check.
I guess.
I know. I'm just fucking.
Yeah.
I did see that.
You know how people can pay for blue
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
verified now.
Have you seen the people will get like jobs on like the Meta Quest? You know what I'm talking about? Like the
in
VR.
the VR.
They get jobs in there.
They'll work like fast food jobs and shit. And I've seen a bunch of
And
people.
you get
I don't know how it works.
paid?
I don't really know if you get paid real dollars or if you get paid like.
You can buy property in the metaverse. Like,
See, that's
you can like buy.
What do you mean property? This is the same shit. Which like it's actually on the blockchain. It means nothing.
Yeah, it's
The,
not.
the
any-
Or in the
property.
cloud.
The property has zero value.
but it is like private property, I guess.
So you could like shoot someone on your Meta property if they stepped onto it.
it's like real.
shoot
it's
the minimum wage worker.
It's
You
exactly
still
like
buy
real
VR
life, bro.
property.
You fucking and people are doing it. I remember when it first came out, people were like, "Yo, you gotta buy property in the metaverse because it's gonna be worth something."
There
I
is
remember
a
that.
0% chance I'd ever buy fucking space in the metaverse.
Because it's going to be worth something.
You can buy a piece of the moon in VR in Meta. Stop. Shut up.
Or you could pay $300 for us to license this star in space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As your name.
No, I'm good.
I'm going to go look at the stars next tomorrow night and I'm not going to be able to find it.
That's Kaija. That's what I'm gonna say.
It's Kaiser's planet.
It's Kaija's planet. Yeah, there it is. He bought it on Meta World.
Planetina. Kaiser's Planetina.
You guys.
He bought it on the Meta World.
You guys see this video? Hold on. Oh, let me turn it up.
What the fuck?
Got virtual land across the globe thanks to Atlas Earth, the sponsor of today's podcast. Didn't tell you guys. We got an email.
I got an email. They said, "Hey, do you want to buy some VR land?"
You want to get you want to get virtual land all across the globe?
I said, "Can I
Across the
franchise a BlackRock in Meta World?"
Can you give me a BlackRock to franchise?
And then after I do that, I can start making subways.
Globally.
Subways. I can make like Subway Haram, and I can make it like vegan.
Subway Petty.
Hey, listen, BlackRock, if you're listening, hit me up. I'll buy a whole bunch of single family homes for you guys to rent out.
Oh yeah, I'd do it too. Fuck it. At this point, if you can't beat them, join them.
Give me a few mil. I'll fucking go to those auctions on the foreclosures and I'll get you that house.
What's your auction when they go 25? What do you?
Yep. Like fucking Dave from
Storage Wars.
Yep.
Yup.
Because I am the villain. And
Everyone-
Dave was the villain.
everyone hated
that's very
Dave.
Fair. It's very
and
fair.
everybody hates BlackRock.
I was always on Daryl's side. I always loved Daryl.
Daryl died too.
I know, I did hear about that. The one, his name was always Red. And he had a son named Brandon.
Yep. That's what I was thinking of.
He's like, that's
I low-key hated
a
his son.
$1,000 bill right there.
I low-key hated his son.
Brandon.
Brandon was
'cause
annoying,
wasn't
dude.
he on it? Like there'd be some episodes he just wasn't on it.
Uh-huh.
Every time he was on it, I was like, dude, get this fucker off my screen.
That's probably like I don't know,
And then-
$1,000. Also, what he would say how much shit was worth was so fucking off. 9 times out of 10.
He would throw like a whole box of like, I don't even know, Tic Tacs.
Random
And he'd be
shit,
like,
yeah.
that's 150.
That's a $50 bill.
He'd like there'd be like a bunch of like used flannels. There'd be like 6 of them. He'd be like, like $235.
You know
Like,
who-
where'd you get this number?
You know who Loki was my favorite on Storage Wars though? The old guy that would like literally he would lose money 9 times out of 10 because he was just trying to find collectibles.
Oh, what was his name?
Barry, I think. Was
Yep.
it Barry?
It was
I don't
Barry.
remember.
Oh, he always had
Always
sunglasses
wear
on.
gloves.
He had cool ass cars too.
Yep.
I don't remember
Like
him at
vintage
all.
cars.
Always wore gloves, like, because he was fucking nitpicky about touching shit
Yeah,
that he didn't
yeah.
like.
He had
That's
the
fair.
skeleton gloves.
Yeah.
I'll show you a picture.
Yeah,
after.
show him.
And then there was Jared and Brandy.
Yep, and they got divorced.
And then there was that one, his name was always Blue. Oh, wait. He was darker skinned. What was his name?
So there's Daryl, Dave, Jared and Brandy. Barry, I think, is the old guy. And there is someone else, isn't
The
there?
dude that I'm talking about came in a little bit later. I think that he replaced like Dave or something when Dave left because he was like fighting with people on the show. You
Mhm.
remember that?
I do roguely remember him.
Dave
getting kicked
literally
off.
got in a
just
fist
search
fight
up
with
Storage
someone.
Wars. Let me
Was
just
it
bring-
Daryl? I think Daryl might have gotten in a fist fight with Dave or something.
I would match up honestly.
Or no, maybe it was Jared. It was either Jared or
Dude,
Daryl.
I
that-
don't know these kids' names. All I know is Daryl.
So there's
That's all I
Daryl.
know.
Okay, so I just searched up. Yeah, and I was right. It's Barry Weiss. So we got Daryl Ivy. I don't know him. Jesus. Barry, Laura.
I remember Kenny.
Kenny's the one I'm talking about.
Kenny.
Oh, with the big ass mustache.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember him. He
Um,
got in a fight.
No, that's Dave.
This guy's like new. Renee. And there's Dave, Brandon, Daryl's son. I don't know who Justin is. So yeah, there's Jared, Brandy, Dusty. I don't know him. Yeah, there's a fucking lot of people I don't know on here. For some reason, they don't show Dave anymore.
Do you think they get paid for it?
Who?
The Storage
Yes,
Wars people?
100%.
You think so?
Yes, they get
Dude, that
paid.
show's back in his day. A&E was making money, dude.
They get paid because they have the same fucking cast.
Yeah.
I guess
yeah.
that's fair. I guess
They
that's
get-
true.
they get
Yeah,
paid.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
It's like the challenge. Like a lot of reality shows, when they have people, like if they start coming back, they're getting paid now. You know, aside from winning the money,
Yeah.
Screen time.
Yeah,
Yeah. You have to get paid for screen time.
right. You know, at first, like if it's your first season on, they might not pay you.
Who was the dude who was like the owner of all the storage units?
The auctioneer.
Yeah.
And his wife.
Yeah.
I forget his name.
That's what it was. I think Dave got in a fight with the auctioneer's wife.
Oh.
That's what it was. Yup. He ended
Yup.
up pushing the auctioneer's wife, and the
Whoa.
auctioneer literally came in, I think, and punched Dave,
Was
dude.
it on an episode?
Yeah.
I didn't see.
Whoa.
We might have to look it up after this.
Laura's the wife.
Yeah.
And then what's the auctioneer dude's name?
I have no
I don't
idea. I do remember they'd always have like their little tiny white dog. You know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
They'd always have that little fuck.
I'm gonna see Storage Wars auctioneer.
Yeah, look it up, and then we'll wrap it up because it's fucking
We're getting there.
getting deep in here. But
Getting there. Oh.
Dan
heard that.
Dotson.
You did. I just
Dan.
popped my neck.
Dan's the auctioneer. This dude.
yep.
Yeah, I remember
Is he
him.
still kicking it?
Yep.
Cool.
Is he still on Kicking It? The
Pretty
Disney
sure
show?
The only person that died from the show was Daryl. I think everybody else is still alive, even Barry.
Barry.
When you said died from the show, I thought you meant like as a direct cause
No, I
from
think
the
he got
show.
like, what did he have? What did he have? He got something.
No, I think Barry might have passed away too. You might want to look that up.
Barry Weiss.
Barry Weiss. I could be fade.
I could be fade.
Barry Weiss is still alive.
Oh, okay.
He's only 65 right now.
Well, why did he look like he was 70 20 years ago when I was watching the show?
It's a rough 60. I'll say
Dave
that.
Hester, Daryl Sheets.
Rough
Let's see.
60. you did not have a good 60 years.
I know. Homie was out in the sun a lot.
Hold on.
apparently.
Actually, I'm
Oh,
not
yeah.
sure.
Bro does not use moisturizer
No.
at all. Bro, I hope to God, like, I've been seeing all these videos of people using moisturizer, and they're like, I have this skin because I used sunscreen and and moisturized. And I'm scared that I'm going to turn into one of these gross fucks because I didn't moisturize and I don't use sunscreen.
You don't put lotion on after the shower?
No, I do. I'll wash my face and then I'll put lotion on. But, like, not a lot. I'll do, like...
Most of the time I do face, lotion, and then I have to lotion the balls or else I get itchy as fuck, dude. I get a little chafy down there.
Use, what's it called?
Cetaphil.
Oh, you use that on your nuts?
It's just face moisturizer.
I use that on my face, yeah. Next time I put lotion on my face, I'm going to think about your balls.
You should. Let's do a thumbnail.
Real quick, I want this on the record. I've been looking at your jazz hat. That jazz hat is so sick.
I found it at my grandpa's cabin right before we were gonna sell it. So I went through it all and was like, "What am I taking?"
Dude, what is mine now?
Yeah, exactly. And this was one of them. So
I like it a lot.
like definitely 80s or 70s or
Oh,
something.
yeah. You look
dude.
good in it, too.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Much
Heart
obliged.
attack. Daryl Sheets died from a heart attack.
Damn.
And Barry Weiss is still alive.
All right.
There
Rest
was
in peace,
a
Daryl.
rumor though that Barry Weiss died, and it was not.
That's probably what I heard. Probably caught one of that rumor.
Wind.
But rip to Daryl, we'll say. Did love him.
R.I.P. Daryl Sheets.
Probably was my favorite on the show.
He could be annoying, and he was kind of stupid, but
He had
was
a
the best
personality.
guy.
Yeah.
Yup. I'll do one more yup for him while he's in heaven.
That's Dave.
Dave.
His tagline would be like, "That's a $120 bill." That's what he would always do.
I'm mixing them up now, dude. Ever since this conversation started, I feel like I know less about storage.
Let's do a fucking thumbnail. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Audi. Catch us for a
Scouty.
44 next
Sniffing.
week. Like it. Fucking comment. Daryl
Create
Sheets.
it. Daryl Sheets, R.I.P.
Give me a yup in the comments.
If
Yep.
you made it to the end,
Shouts out Storage Wars.
Yup.
Yup.
R.I.P. Daryl Sheets, one of the two.
That's a bill.
Yup.
$125 bill.
Love you. Thanks for watching.
Till next
Peace.
week. Yay.